President Trump just signaled that Kevin Hassett will be the next Fed chair. He didn't say that guy's gonna be the Fed chair, but he said something like, oh, the new Fed chair is in the room with us right now. And of course, the only guy who was there is Kevin, so, and other people too, but Ted Cruz, you're the next Fed chair. That would be hilarious. Sight bringer, he says. Trump floating Hassett is a message to the markets, not a decision. He's testing how markets react to an easier growth-first, liquidity-friendly Fed. The instant repricing you see on Kalshi and Poly market is exactly the reaction they wanted. Lower future rate expectations, higher liquidity assumptions, easier macro pass, stronger risk asset bid, crypto as a leading signal. This is interesting. That's what we've been talking about with the new Fed chair coming in. Of course, Trump's going to select somebody who is super friendly to his agenda, which is getting rates down to 1%. Hassett's the guy, and Hassett's the crypto guy too. He was on the board over at Coinbase. He goes on, deeper truth, this is the beginning of the Fed being politically re-anchored. Every administration tries to influence the Fed, almost none do it this publicly. But the moment a president pressures the Fed on national TV with a preferred ideological profile, the independence narrative cracks. Once the political layer asserts directional pressure, the Fed becomes more cautious, more dovish, more reactive, more responsive to executive preference. The Fed does not have to be replaced. It only has to be leaned on. Why crypto instantly replaced Bitcoin's purest beneficiary, politically softened Fed. Crypto sits at the intersection of liquidity, distrust in institutions, monetary expansion, global coordination, anti-fragile reserve formation. The real macro catalyst is not shares, the shift from technocratic monetary policy to politically narrative-driven monetary policy. Once the president shapes expectations in real time, the market begins pricing policy as reflexive, narrative-driven, politically guided, less dependent on data. That environment's extremely bullish for Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, and infrastructure and high beta assets like data centers, and deeply dangerous for long-dated treasuries, dollar dominance, and global monetary neutrality. This is the early stage of a world where Bitcoin replaces the Fed as the primary credibility anchor for global monetary belief. That's the kind of hopium shit I need to hear today, man. Let's go.